Everybody hates Chris, and everybody wants to rule the world.
Yeah.
Just so you knew. I don't know if you knew that or not. So, I've been getting into the sports betting stuff quite a bit lately.
You have been?
Uh huh.
Is that a good or bad thing?
So far, it's fine.
Just as long as you're being careful with it and not like you don't want to get addicted to it.
Yeah, I don't think I will, because it's not like a. Because I'm pretty cheap when it comes to betting.
That's
Like
good.
normally. So like, I don't think I'll ever be like, oh, you gotta break into the kids' college fund. Normally. So like, I don't think. Whoa!
I muted it.
How could you?
I know. I know. But that's good. I mean, like, so you having some pretty good luck with it?
No,
Oh,
not necessarily.
okay.
It's just I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know. It's just fun. It's like so I won that $180 or whatever, right? Like, but that's the only thing I've won. I haven't won anything else.
But have you won more than you lost?
I think so, but probably not by much. The thing that really like keeps me going on it is that so when you they have all these like deals where if you bet $10 on this game, they give you $200 in free bets. And so I bet $10. I put $10 down on a game. If I win it, I win it. If I lose it, I lose it. But the point is, then I have $200 in free bets. Now I can take that $200, or actually it's four $50 bets. So I can bet on a sure thing, or what I think to be a sure thing, and get that $50
Yeah.
back and maybe a little bit more. But what I've been doing is, since it only cost me $10 to get it, is I'm like doing, what a parlay is?
Yeah, I think you've told us about it before.
You just basically, what I did was I picked a bunch of who I think's gonna win, or beat the spread, right? Win and beat the spread. So there's with this $50, I picked like 6 games, right, in the NFL this week, and if I hit on all the games and they all beat the spread, then I'd win $4,500
Jesus Christ.
with that free $50, right? So it's like it's that $50 free $50. Like, might as well go for the moon on it, because if you lose it, I only had $10 invested in the first place,
Hmm.
and if I hit on it, then it's $4,500.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
And so, yeah, I mean, I have like four different betting apps right now, and it's just because like they send me promotions, and I just like do those promotions, and then I'm out until they send me an email saying like, "Oh, here's another one," which they do, which is fine, because like I'm fine like betting $5, $10 a week, and if I get a little bit in return as far as free bets go, then I do, and sometimes I'll just win. I don't know.
So Wynn's playing this? Does Larry know?
No, I said sometimes I win. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. It was a stretch. Yeah.
Stop trying to make something happen.
I was on fire in my stand up yesterday, but I'm striking out here.
Stand up comedy set,
Oh no, my daily stand up with my team.
like
It's a daily stand up where my team talks about what's going on.
yeah, we have one too, but we don't call it a stand up because it's ableist. We call it a daily check in, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You assume everyone in your group can stand up for it. That's
Yeah,
ableist.
that's true.
What would you do if someone in your team, you know, started on your team and they were like wheelchair bound? Would you just change it?
No,
You wouldn't change it.
no, I'd probably be like, all right, time for the day to stand up.
Maybe I should change it.
Oh, what if the person tried to stand up for it?
Well, what if you were like, I said stand up. Now!
Uh,
So then they tried. What if they
I,
walked?
I think. Oh shit! Then would I be responsible for them walking then?
Yeah, probably, right? I would think. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should just keep calling it stand up then. Now I'm convinced. They were like, you can't do that because it's ableist. But and then you just go like, yeah, but what if they walked?
Then we have to find out. We have to know for sure.
Yeah, what if you cured them?
That'd be some. Let's have some heavy shit.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Are you drinking?
Yeah, dude. I've actually been drinking since 4. I had today off, and I got done with the tattoo, and I was like, well, I'm bored. And I've been clean. I was cleaning for the party on Saturday.
Mm.
So I started drinking, but I've been drinking. This is also my like third one of these giant Yetis, so I've been staying hydrated too. Feeling pretty
Nice.
good.
Good. Well, we better get rolling. Keep it that way.
I'm standing up, so I won't fall asleep so easily.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Just saying it. All right. Load, you piece of.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, Juice Nation, what's going on?
Hey, everybody, what's happening?
Hey, Jesse, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Nick?
Doing well. I'm doing well. This is we haven't podcasted in a couple weeks, so we haven't been able to talk about the last 2 Vikings victories because
Right.
they did win the last 2, right?
But I'm not doing it
And why not?
because last week was a bye week,
I know.
so I can't do it.
And we haven't talked about the last 2 Cowboy
I don't.
victories.
I don't want to jinx anything.
And the Cowboys and Vikings play each other on Halloween.
Oh, is it actually on Halloween?
Yes, it's Sunday, man. Like it's Halloween night.
Oh, what
Like,
time?
this is 7:20, I think.
Ooh.
What?
I got a trick or treat with the kids.
Is trick or treat on Halloween then?
Yeah,
Sunday
it's
night?
on Sunday. From 5
Oh
to.
man.
It's only from
Should I-
like 5 to 8 though. So
Should I text you updates?
no.
I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous for the game because I kind of feel like the Cowboys and Vikings offenses are fairly similar. I think the Cowboys offense has more weapons and a better offensive line, but I think the Cowboys defense is better than the Vikings right now.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Is that Matt? Is Matt on here? It's MT.
Oh. Thaxton?
Mike's middle name isn't like Tiberius, is it? This is Matt, right? And Matt, if that is you, like I should
Blink
explain-
twice.
we have 5 viewers, so I should probably explain why I'm shirtless. I got tattooed today on my back top shoulder, and I've already had the plasma and ink seep through one shirt, and I didn't really want to do it again. So I've just been walking around shirtless. So fuck it. If that is Matt, I also got some dark ink tattooed on my spine.
Oh yeah, it's Mike T. Duh.
Mike T. Damn.
It's like my dad was also a Mike T.
Well, what's Mike's middle name? Mike, what's your middle name? Maybe text it to me, because if you give us too much of your information, someone will steal it. Scott says I'm trying out All New November. Is All New November a thing?
And maybe in the Virginias.
Shit, I can get behind that.
Gets a little chilly here in Iowa.
What up, Breaking the Mike? Sorry, Mike. I got really excited that it was your brother for a second, because I was just like, not that I'm not excited that you're on. I love that you jump on here, buddy. It's fantastic. But it would have been surprising if Matt was on here.
Why is it
so?
It's so very dark.
So Mike texted me his middle name. I won't. It is Tiberius, but whatever. I did not know that about you, and I feel like it's something I maybe should have. You've probably told me. I just drink a lot.
You know, the funny thing is I should definitely know, because we've talked about the Mike T difference many times. And my dad's middle name is Terry. Right? And I'm like, there's no way he's Terry.
Maybe.
I'm going to
But it's
assume.
Tiberius. Mike said Matt is MC, which is why he's called the Hammer.
Yeah.
That's not the only reason why he's called the Hammer. It's because of that stuff. Hey, Jesse.
What?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking, well, hello, Nick. I'm drinking Pseudo-Sue Pale Ale. It's from Toppling Goliath in Toppling Goliath, Iowa.
How is it?
Decorah, Iowa. Just kidding. It's pretty good. I've had it many times.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine told me a story of, whoa! I didn't know that either.
Yes, I'm not alone. Oh,
that one hit
I'm
me
so
kind
glad that I
of.
wasn't
Wait,
alone
okay.
with it.
Now I remember stories. Okay. Yeah, but I would have never guessed that. I remember you telling me, but like I would have never guessed that. Like I can't believe I just completely forgot that. Anyway, whatever.
I'm still like
it's
in Tiberius,
beer.
but whatever.
What are you drinking, Nick?
Oh, me? Out of my trusty Norm mug, who, God, Norm is one of my favorite characters in Cheers. I mean, like, why not? I'm drinking Fighting Cock Bourbon. It's 107 proof bourbon.
Can I tell you a story about George Wendt?
Yeah, please do.
George Wendt's, it's not really a story, I guess. George Wendt's nephew is Jason Sudeikis.
Is he really?
He is. And Jason Sudeikis' real name is not Jason.
Is it when?
It's actually his middle name. His real name is like Daniel, but like his dad's name is also Daniel. So his mom started calling him Jason, so that they knew who she was yelling at.
I like Jason Sudeikis. I started season 2. I restarted season 2 of Ted Lasso. Kind of, which is like, it's fun watching things with different lenses. Like, this is putting a staple in that thing. But I like, as you know, I watch a horror movie every day on October. It's my horror-a-thon. I've been rewatching the Scream series, and I read a little blurb that Stu and Billy from Scream 1 fell in love, and like that's why they did what they did. So I rewatched that first one with that lens that they fell in love, and I totally fucking see it. Like I like totally get it. Anyway, so I say that.
You mean the Killers?
Yeah. So I've been rewatching season 2 with with the reveal of the ending of season 2, with that in mind, and that's how I rewatched season 1. And it's a completely different show when you watch it knowing how season 2 ends. Like it's fascinating, man. It's fascinating.
Oh,
Love Tad Lasso.
Michael is 5 episodes into the second season.
Nice.
Have you been talking to him about it?
No, I haven't had much time to talk. We usually don't have much time to talk outside of work stuff. Now that volleyball's over, he's gonna be at HSSB tomorrow for interviews all day. I'll be in it. Well, for most of the day, I'll be there for interviews most of the day. I'm sure we should chat. He and I can chat, and we might get lunch on Friday. You want to get lunch on Friday, bro?
I probably could.
Yeah. 3 of us could get lunch. That'd be fun. And we can talk about Ted Lasso.
Yeah. I still haven't gone to the bar to pick up our money.
Oh, we could go there. We could go there, get some lunch, play some Silver Strike, pick up our money, and then bounce back to work.
Yeah. I have a reminder on my phone to pick up the money tomorrow. But we could still go there. We could go anywhere, really. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll just bring my laptop and work from wherever we are.
I can maybe get away with that if I'm already working from home. But I think Friday is one I've got to be on site for. Except for lunch, obviously.
Right.
Fucking lunch. Anyway, football. We should probably talk about football.
Yeah, stop talking about our personal plans.
We talked about Mike's middle name for like 15 minutes. Now we've been scheduling lunch for the past handful of minutes.
I want to talk. Okay, there's been some trades. There's been a couple of trades in our league. Have you heard about trades before? Here they are. Here's some trades. Most recently, Antonio Gibson was traded to Jumpstep for Kyle Pitts and Zach Moss by Perf Chintz in our league. And I traded him Moss, and you traded him Pitts.
Yeah, I traded him Pitts for Russell Wilson, and that fucking worked out.
Yeah, for him. But now he parlayed Pitts and Moss for Gibson. And he had...
I think that's a step down.
And he was going to try to trade me Gibson for somebody this morning, but he canceled the trade before I even saw it. And then I traded J.D. McKissick to him for Devontae Smith. And I did it because I needed another wide receiver, and I was kind of flush with running backs at the time. But here's something. So we're in that other league, and I want your opinion on this trade. I was trying, or I have a trade in place to trade Hines in the other league, James Robinson and Adam Thielen,
Okay.
for Dalvin Cook.
Gets a starting running back and a starting wide receiver for a starting running back. But what's his... So Scott got really pissy about my trade for Edmonds for Amari Cooper. But I like to look for the teams where they have a need, I have a need. And if he is in need of a wide receiver and running back, but maybe not necessarily running back, because I would think James Robinson, it's not necessarily a great replacement for Dalvin Cook, but he's still gonna get, I don't know, what, 10 points a game?
No, more than that.
I would think that's a good trade. But he's also a Vikings fan, so it's gonna be hard for him to trade Dalvin Cook.
Right. I don't think it's gonna work, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But I want to look at the stats here. So James Robinson is currently 11th in fantasy points right now for a running back. If I pull up his stats, he got 5 the first week, 6 the next week, but then since that week 2, he's gotten 19, 19, 22, and 16.
Yeah, no, he's gotten it's because their offense has gotten better. So,
Right, exactly. So I think he's probably on the rise.
Yeah, I think that's a good trade, like for him.
I think it is
man,
too.
I'll trade you any one of my running backs for that offer, man.
No, who do you have?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at him right now, and your name is not on this list. Oh, there it is. No.
I am still the number 1 league in that team, number 2 in that league. I have the most points of any other team. I'm undefeated, but I'm undefeated, I think, because of like Kyler Murray and Devontae Adams.
Who's not playing? Who's not going to play?
I know.
Or might not play. He's not for sure.
That's why I had to trade for Amari Cooper.
Yeah, see, and okay, so here's the other thing. Here's where I don't think it'll work. And I can say this, I think, freely because I don't think Hines watches this at all. I don't think it's going to work because you're right about him being a fan of the Vikings, which is one thing going against you. But I threw in Thielen kind of, on purpose.
Yeah, but he's touchdown dependent, but I've got him in one league, and he's still, he's good enough where I'm starting him every week.
Yeah, I mean, I start him. These are 2 of my starters. I have James Robinson starting, and I have Adam Thielen starting. Like, they're starters.
I offer it. You're not out anything. I
already offered it.
Do you have a wide receiver replacement?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other thing too, then, is and this is the real backbreaker. He has Jefferson.
Oh, he might not want both wide receivers.
Right. So, I think that's the real backbreaker in this whole thing.
So maybe I should offer him Devontae Adams and then one of my starting running backs, 2 starting running backs, and I'll get Dalvin Cook. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that so that you can hawk my.
Yeah, I don't want Dalvin Cook. He's too injury prone.
Well, see, and that's the other thing. I have Madison.
Yeah.
So if he goes down, I have Madison. So and if I trade away Adam Thielen, I have CeeDee Lamb. I'll just plug CeeDee Lamb in.
I know. I thought about trading for CeeDee Lamb, but I couldn't figure out who I'd want to offer for you. And then then I just kept looking, and that's when I went for a Cooper because, man, it's kind of a shit show for pass catchers in Dallas because you've got Schultz, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and now Michael Gallup's coming back. He's back this week. So it's there are too many. There are too many
cooks in the kitchen.
And then you've got Zeke too and Tony Pollard.
See, I thought about trading him CD and James Robinson for Cook, right? But then I went the other way.
You could
because I also But I also like to diversify my portfolio because I don't want Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen, right? I wouldn't mind it, but that's not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's different than having Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson because both those guys are going to get you solid points every week.
So here would be okay. Here's my current lineup. Have you seen my lineup lately?
Mm-mm.
So it's Matt Stafford at my quarterback.
Yeah.
And then my wide receivers are DeAndre Hopkins and Tyreek Hill.
Which Hopkins might not play this week.
Yeah, but still. My running backs are then Aaron Jones and James Robinson. And then I have Noah Fant at tight end and Adam Thielen in my flex. And I can trade out Thielen in my flex for either Marquise Brown or CeeDee Lamb. And I picked up Jarvis Landry. My team is stacked, but I'm not Like it's not my freaking team in the other league is stacked too, but it's not working. It's just not working.
Yeah, I think I'm 3-3 in one league, 4-2 in another.
Well,
No,
actually, I
that's
should.
not right.
Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't say it's not working because I'm 5-2. I'm in second place underneath you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it is working.
Man, how I won this week in low league is insane. Like I had no right to win this week. I only had like 105 points or what? No, like 10 points going into this. Finished. Like I was done. Danielle had Alex Collins still to go. She only needed 4.5 or 5 points to beat me, but he got like 3.6 and I won by 0.9.
Wow.
I've won the last 2 weeks on fucking luck, and it's just like it's crazy, man. Scott keeps doing this. Scott thinks he's so great because he's won a couple games. Scott just said some of us are going for the 0-4 to running the table approach and low. Hey Scott, how many times you won that trophy? Oh wait, I think it's like once. Is it once?
Hey, I've won once.
You've won more than once, I think, right?
No, I don't.
I think
so.
it's Seth. Seth has won it twice. I've won it 3 times. Danielle has won it twice. Scott's won it once. You've won it once.
But out of all those people that you named, I think I've been in the league the least amount of time.
Yeah.
And Scott's never won.
Oh, he's won the league. He hasn't actually. He won the league the first year before we got the trophy.
Of course. Always a bridesmaid, Scott. You should name the trophy after him.
No. You can't fill his fucking ego with that.
That's like the Lombardi, right? The Packers won the first Super Bowl. You have to name the... It'd be the McKeg. I mean, what do you want?
Nobody wants a trophy named the McKeg. That's
I mean,
gross.
I don't, but that's it's not up to me. Scott thinks
right.
it's a great idea.
So do not react. But every like 5 seconds, I see some creepy little fucking monster peek over your right shoulder. And now hold on. Slow. But I think it might be a Brand McManus sighting. Be careful. Easy. Easy. Easy.
Ah!
Oh, God!
Good
Okay.
Lord. He was wearing this weird hat.
Oh, man. He must have flown into Chicago.
Yeah, he flew in.
Rapids.
He flew in from Cedar Rapids. And they gave him this hat. That's weird.
That is weird. It's weird that he was wearing that hat to your place. And it's also really weird that he just left it there.
Yeah, he left it there.
Oh, you're putting it on? Man, what if he has head lice?
Oh, I know he does. It's too late now. I mean, he's been in my house. I got to fumigate the whole damn thing now, so.
Yeah.
Might as well just go with it.
Well, I guess since he's here, or was here, you might as well play the shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's the Brendan McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brendan McManus.
Okay, who's your...
So, I thought about going with Jamar Chase because Jamar Chase put up a hell of a game, and he looks like he's like a third-year wide receiver already. And
Oh, yeah, that's what they said about Justin Jefferson, and he didn't win Rookie of the Year.
I think Jamar Chase will win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, exactly. That's what cheeses me off about it.
He had to, Justin Jefferson had to compete with Justin Herbert. Like, all the rookie quarterbacks suck this year. But
Isn't that...
I'm going with what?
I'm sorry. Isn't that weird that, like, last year they said there was some good rookie quarterbacks, and they were. This year they said there were some amazing rookie quarterbacks, and it seems like most of them suck balls.
Yeah. Like Justin Fields. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Jesse put on headphones and a hat, and he's doing weird things.
What are you talking about? I'm grooving. I'm a
Are you
cool guy
listening
now.
to music right now?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
Uh,
Okay.
They're not even. It's not even plugged in.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going with Khalil Herbert, the 6th-round rookie for the Bears, and I'm going
What?
with Herbert because yes, I'm going with Herbert. Like yes, the Bears did not win, but Herbert is the only running back this season to put up a 100-yard game against the Bucks. It was before him. Nobody has topped 67 yards against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he in 18 rushing attempts, he had 100 yards. He was averaging 5.5 yards a carry. He had a 29-yard carry. He didn't have any touchdowns, but I benched him in fantasy because he was going up against the toughest run D in the league,
Well,
and he like ran all over him. It was like I've been really impressed with the kid from seeing things. Like I'd be curious to see if he's better than Montgomery when he comes back, but he's certainly better than Damian Williams. And so like he's just I don't know. I was impressed, so I chose him over Jamar Chase because I kind of figured Jamar Chase was the obvious one. So
Okay.
I wanted to go with someone who's not going to give him as much recognition.
hey, that makes sense. How'd that game turn out, by the way?
Oh, the Bucks stomped all over the Bears.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is so bad, but also like
He's got no chance.
I know, like we were talking, like it should be Andy Dalton or Ed on my team at work. You got Foles.
Foles, duh.
You got Foles, who is the Brady Slayer. Why don't you play him against the Bucks?
Why don't you just play him, or it's because
The fan
Nagy
base.
Nagy is trying to save his job,
Yeah,
and
he's
Nagy
giving
is
into
trying
the
to.
fan base.
But that's so stupid, because he's gonna lose his job.
Yeah,
Like Justin Fields does not give you the best chance to win right now.
what was it? It was like 3 picks and 2 fumbles.
Yeah, I mean he just doesn't, and it's not his fault, right? Like
No,
Andy Dalton,
Like Tony Romo was saying, quarterbacks used to sit a year before they played.
Well, yeah.
And he even referenced Patrick Mahomes, but they don't do that shit now.
no.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying?
Well, I'm just saying that Justin Fields doesn't know how to handle not having an offensive line.
No.
Like Dalton does. Right? Dalton knows how to operate under pressure. Like a rookie quarterback doesn't know how to operate under pressure. Like even Foles knows how to do that, like with no line, right? It's just like if you're like a freaking 22-year-old kid and you have like 400 pounders flying at you from every angle, it's like you're gonna panic.
He looked so pathetic on the bench.
You know, like I said, I'm a Vikings fan, and even I am just like, oh, that sucks for that kid.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, and
I mean, and it's all because their head coach isn't good at being a head coach, and he's trying to save his job by having the fan base on his side. But that never helped anybody. Since when has having the fan base on your side helped you from having a losing record and not getting fired? Like, it just doesn't happen.
It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of like, all right, Kyle Shanahan, I'm glad you're still sticking with Garoppolo because Trey Lance should sit a little bit, but Garoppolo is also not very good. But
well, they was also playing in a monsoon. I mean,
yeah, this week, like I would like Garoppolo to start this week and play against a Khalil Mack-less Bears and like see what happens.
I also think that like that game was built for the Niners 2 years ago. Like a running heavy team, like in the pouring rain, that was built for that team, and they're just not that team anymore right now. Like
I don't think they have an identity right now because they have so many injuries.
Yeah, and the same thing with last year too. I mean, they just don't. So like, but 2 years ago, that team would have stomped all over.
Yeah. Scott is throwing shit at me and saying Nick says Jamar Chase, but Dak doesn't quote. Dak was on bye, and I would have picked Jamar Chase, but I wanted to show Khalil Herbert some love.
Once
Jesse,
again,
who's yours, bro?
he's a Bear, and I'm a Vikings fan, so I don't really give a shit. My Mammoth was a little bit tough because I didn't have anybody, and I couldn't really think of anybody. I thought about Jamar Chase as well. I didn't pick him, but I ended up going with Zack Ertz.
Oh, there you go. Hey, why not?
I went with Zack Ertz because, to be honest, I feel happy for him. he went. He went. He was unhappy with being in Philadelphia, and he's been because they've been kind of talking about him, or he's been talking about wanting out of there for the last couple of years, or maybe it's just like the last year. But they're always like, no, and then he's like, oh, those rumors are true, and blah blah blah, and then they traded him, and he said that he was heartbroken when it happened, and this and that, and but he got out of Philly. He won a Super Bowl with Philly. He was there when they were good. He got out, and he went right back into a Super Bowl team with Arizona with the best quarterback he's ever had, probably. Wait, was he around with McNabb?
No, it's definitely the best quarterback he's had.
And the best wide receiver core he's ever had. I don't really want to say the best running back core, but there was a quote from him saying that he's not used to seeing so much green around him in the middle of the field, because people are busy, right? they got Hopkins to worry about. They got Edmonds coming out of the backfield to worry about. They got all these weapons, and now he's just another piece. He got 66 yards, only 3 catches, 66 yards and a touchdown in his first game, and that's basically him being there for 2 weeks, and they're just like, hey, just go out there and run.
It wasn't even 2 weeks, man. Oh wait, yeah.
It was because
it was like a week and a half.
A week, yeah. I suppose because he could have played 2 games last week.
He wasn't eligible to play Sunday.
Right. But if that was a thing, he could have technically played because he played. Yeah. They cut him after that Thursday game or something. I can't remember, but
Yeah, they traded him Friday morning.
Okay, yeah, and then he could have played on Sunday.
Yeah.
But he couldn't have played. But if that wasn't a rule, he could have. Could you imagine if he could have played and then he got double fantasy points?
Yeah, I was wondering, would they just be your better fantasy points or double? Which one does better kind of thing? Oh, Jesse, I'm getting a little drunk. Good shit.
So yeah, that Zack Ertz. And because like I said, I actually I felt kind of bad that they just kind of dumped him, but then at the same time I was like, why would you feel bad you went to Arizona? And Arizona's the best team in the NFL right now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So good for him. Good for you.
I'm kind of excited to see the Cowboys and Cardinals play, which happens July 3rd.
Hey, we played them. The Vikings played them.
January 3rd. Oh, yeah?
And we almost beat them because we've only lost every game we've lost by a touchdown or less.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Sunday's game is going to be nerve-wracking, man.
Oh, okay. So we talked about it a little bit, but I want to dig into it a little bit more because I feel like the Vikings and the Cowboys are very similar right now.
Yeah.
They have a good wide receiver core, a good running back, a good quarterback. So their offenses are basically mirror images of each other. You guys have a little bit more depth as far as wide receivers go, I think. But KJ Osborne's coming around.
I think we have a slightly better offensive line.
I don't know anymore because our offensive line has been killing it this year.
That's true. That's true.
And
we get Lyle Collins back this week.
Well, see, we have our first round draft pick, Christian Darrisaw, is actually playing now. He was injured this whole time, and now the last 2 or 3 games, he's been playing the majority of the snaps, and he's looked real good. He's at left tackle, so he was like supposed to be our plug and play, like just put him in there, draft him and put him in at left tackle, and he's gonna be great. And it's
Yeah.
looking pretty good. And if he gets better, it's gonna be nuts.
Well, regardless of the outcome, I will not be a sore loser or winner.
And I think you already know that I will not be.
Yeah, I think it'll be one of those things at the end of the game is gonna go, whoa, what a fucking game. Hey, good game, man. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what I expect. Like I'm trying to decide if I want an absolute shootout or like a slugfest. Like I think shootouts are, I remember one of my most favorite Cowboys games I've ever seen was the Cowboys Broncos game with Tony Romo and Peyton Manning having one of their best games they've ever had because they like combined 9 touchdowns between the two of them. Like that game was so awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. If it goes like it's gone every other time, the Vikings will get a lead early and will go stagnant and then let Dallas come back into the game and probably take the lead, which puts us in the position to have to come back and either get a touchdown to win or a field goal to tie and send it into overtime. Or we'll miss the field goal and you win. Like that's basically our season in a nutshell. Like that's what's happened almost every single game.
I'm kind of expecting this game to end in a field goal.
I will say that your defense is better than ours for the lone fact of Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
We do not have a Trayvon Diggs. And in fact, Patrick Peterson went down, and apparently he's been doing real good. And so our secondary is... Huh?
How long is Peterson out?
I don't know for sure. I don't. But he went down, and he's been our best corner. And you have like we've already talked about a very prolific wide receiver. So I feel like Dak is gonna have 400 plus yards.
He a fun fact about the Patriots game that we didn't get to talk about. He's the only quarterback in the Belichick era to throw 445 yards. Nobody has thrown as many yards against the Belichick era Patriots than Dak Prescott, which is fucking awesome, man.
It is awesome, but if I would have preferred the Tom Brady era Belichick teams than now. But hey, they're not doing bad though.
No, Mac Jones is I think pretty okay. I think he's gonna be good, but I also think he's one of those quarterbacks that would have benefited. Like, could you like he's playing at an okay level right now, but like if he had a whole year to sit there and watch the game and see what the NFL is like, I think you'd have a fucking solid quarterback. But like I just don't get it.
They try to do that so many times. That's the problem. They try to do that so many times with so many quarterbacks, and Tom Brady just stayed.
Yeah.
Right? And won Super Bowl, so you couldn't do anything with it. And then finally, when he's gone, you don't have that backup, and you had to get one. You had to draft one, like, early, and it's crazy. So, here's something. I thought this was very interesting. So, and this had something to do with what we were just talking about, but I can't remember. There's a tweet from Bleacher Report Gridiron that says there's a lot of football left, but this is the playoff picture for both divisions. Should I bring it up on the screen? Maybe I should bring it up on the screen.
Sure, dog.
Might be easier that way. Go. Just go. Just go, bro. What's wrong with you? Let me set the scene. All right, here we go. So, a lot of football left, but this is wild, it says. Why is it? so slow.
It's not coming up, huh?
It's coming up. Don't worry about it. It's a cooking of something up. So anyway, once this thing pops up, you'll see that it says that for the AFC. Why did it? Okay, for the AFC, for the playoff, the current playoff picture is the Bengals are in the 1 seed, followed by the Raiders, the Titans, the Bills, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Browns. Now, on the bubble right now is the Steelers, Patriots, Colts, and Chiefs.
That's hilarious.
This picture, this playoff picture, can you see it, by the way?
Yeah.
Is bananas. Like, the fact that, like, the Steelers, the Patriots, the Colts, and the Chiefs, all 4 of these people who are on the bubbles were like, years ago, they would be, this whole list would be flipped, should basically be flipped upside down, and then take the Browns out completely.
Yeah, man, I'm a little surprised about the Colts. Like, I thought they had a solid team, but they're just not good.
I didn't think they were this good, to be honest.
I don't know.
I think they're doing. I guess I think I thought they'd been doing, because I don't really trust Carson Wentz.
They're not good this year. Like, I don't know. Like, but also, like, the Steelers, they have a bunch of injuries, and Brendan Roethlisberger's getting older. The Patriots,
yes,
they're a young team.
Yeah.
The Chiefs crack me up because Mahomes looks like shit.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't think that's gonna stay that way. I think it's gonna flip. I think the Chiefs are gonna go nuts probably at the second half of the season. Man? I do think it's crazy that, but the thing that sticks out the most to me is Bengals being number 1.
Yeah.
We almost beat them. And it was a field goal. It was like a last-second field goal in overtime, I believe, that had them beat the Vikings. And, so, I mean, that just gives me, we can beat anybody. We beat the number 1 team, almost beat the number 1 team in the AFC. We can beat anybody. So, that's the AFC. Here's the NFC when it comes up 9 years later. Oh, okay. So, this looks a little more normal, except for you don't really think the Cardinals being number 1 is a thing. Buccaneers, yes, just because of Tom Brady, and last year they won the Super Bowl. Packers, Cowboys, Rams seems normal. Saints seems normal. Vikings, I was actually kind of surprised to see there, in all honesty.
Bubble?
Yeah, no, they're in 7th place. They're in the playoffs right now.
I'm still seeing the AFC page.
Oh, really? Man, you're way behind.
Yeah. Oh, now I was going to the NFC.
Should come up pretty quick.
I can't believe the Saints are 6th.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because Jameis Winston is a serviceable quarterback. Like, he's not a bad quarterback. He just, as a gunslinger, and I think he needs to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You know what I mean?
Nice. I like that. Good work.
But
to know when to hold them.
Yeah, but Cardinals being on top is nuts to me. They're good, but at the beginning of the season I would have never thought that they would be number 1.
Yeah, the Bucks are playing at a pretty decent level, but also like the Bucks' schedule has not been that difficult.
Right.
So I don't know. Like, I kind of think it's either going to be the Cardinals, Packers, or Cowboys. That's because I'm biased.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing that worries me about the Vikings is their schedule coming up. They have a real tough schedule coming up, starting with, the Cowboys. And by the end of that run, I feel like they're going to get beat up. So if we do make it, it will be in, one of these last two spots. So, I don't know. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I switched back to us.
Oh, okay. So what's going on? Hey, if you're watching us right now on Twitch, what are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you guys drinking?
I'm all out of drink right now.
I'm just about to finish this Persuado Sue. Is that his
Persuado?
Persuado Sue?
Yeah, you nailed it.
That's what Alex told me a story once about. He was at the gas station, and this guy was with this girl. I think they were like either on one of their first dates or something, and she was like, "Oh, what are you gonna drink?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think maybe." Do you guys have any? He was talking to the cashier. Do you have any Persuado Sue? And she just goes, "It's Pseudo Sue, you idiot!" Like it just ripped him. Like, and Alex was like sitting behind him in line and just was trying not to freaking die laughing, but like she just ripped.
That's hilarious. Hey, Jesse. Just got a notification that J.J. Watt likely out for the year because he's gonna undergo surgery for an injured shoulder. Look at that. He's injured again.
Hey, and that's actually, another kind of piece to that Arizona #1 puzzle. And he's out now. Even though he wasn't doing, I don't know what he was doing. I haven't heard jack about him all year.
Yeah. Scott's just drinking water like a lame ass.
Oh, Scott. Look at this.
Oh, what is that?
Bush.
What kind of bush?
It's like a urban camo hunting bush
Oh,
light.
so it is just a bush light, but it's just a weird can?
Yeah. They do that.
Oh, okay.
They do that with hunting themes and whatnot. But
all right, what do you want to talk about?
I got two things that I really want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is how many teams is Deshaun Watson gonna ruin? Is it gonna be one team? Is it gonna be two teams?
I don't understand why anybody would try to trade for him right now anyway.
I am flabbergasted that somebody out there would want to trade and is actively talking to people about a team about trading for him.
Yeah.
When what they want is way too much and would not only set them behind for many seasons, like as far as draft pick goes, but then when he's out, they basically got nothing for him.
I would also like to know how Deshaun Watson even has a chance to play in this league right now.
You know what? Not only is he's not playing, right? But he's getting paid. They're paying him to not play.
Oh my God.
So that huge contract that he has, he's getting paid. Like, he's not, because he's on that, like, I think he's on the commissioner's exempt list, which means you can get paid, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know for sure he's getting paid. But, like, if Houston cannot trade him, then they're going to be in the dumpster for a while because they basically got nothing for their starting quarterback is done, and then they're basically rebuilding, which you can see that they already are because they traded Mark Ingram earlier today. So
I think I feel bad for David Mills because he is trying his damnedest, but
well, I mean,
again, he's a rookie quarterback.
Well, Tyrod Taylor is coming back, and the only reason that Mills is even playing is because Tyrod got hurt, right?
Yeah.
So if Houston and Miami is causing this huge thing where they're not fully committing to Tua, which is probably playing head games with him, right?
Yeah.
And if they trade him away, if they trade for him, Watson, it'll cost them way too much. And Houston might come out smelling like a rose on this deal if they can trade him. If I were them, I would be like, people aren't sniffing this deal because they think what Houston wants for him is way too much. Right?
Yeah.
Just drop it a little bit. Just drop it just a little bit.
I just keep expecting him to go to prison and him to go to the league.
Right.
Excuse me.
To me, it should be clear that he's done in Houston. Am I wrong about this?
No, you're not.
But it's feeling like Houston's like, this will all blow over. And yeah, maybe we'll have to suspend him for a little bit. But he'll come back, and he's still Deshaun Watson. And he's still only 25 years old. And so then we'll just have a great quarterback after that. Like,
The
is that
NFL it's so shitty, man.
But it's just like, would Houston, as like a franchise and as a fan, if you were a fan of them, would you want him back?
I don't know. I wouldn't, but I also.
And if he
don't
starts
like...
winning, then everything's forgiven, right? Because that's the way it works. If you win, you're fine.
Yeah. Man, sexual predators are the worst, huh? Am I right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but
Yeah.
man, can they win?
Oh boy.
God.
What else you got?
Here's the other thing I wanted to talk about, and it's also kind of a downer. So this whole deal with the Washington football team investigation. So Mark Davis wants the information that they found to be released. And if I were him, I would want the same thing because the hammer just fell down on our Raiders organization because of some bullshit that happened with the Washington football team.
Yeah.
And technically, the person that the hammer came down on our organization for wasn't even working for our organization when that happened.
Yeah.
So if I was if I were the Raiders management, I would be pissed off right now.
Yeah. Like
Because technically that's not even their fault.
I'm definitely glad that John Gruden got his comeuppance, but I will agree that it was like during a time where he wasn't even in the league. But yeah, like the rest of those emails need to get released because has the Washington football team really even like paid any consequences?
I don't think so, no.
Like, I will say it's kind of bullshit. Also, though, admittedly, like the Raiders are playing better without Gruden right now.
Well, I mean, they were playing okay before, right? They're just I think they got a chip on their shoulder right now from the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, what John Gruden said was bad, and I think he got what was coming to him, right? I actually don't mind John Gruden. Like, as far as, like, you know, you were like, I don't like him. He's a douche, right? This, that. I didn't mind him. I mind him a little bit more now. because he's... because, you know, the things he said were very horrible. But it just feels to me like the NFL is hiding something. And they made sure that Gruden was out. They zeroed in on Gruden, make sure he was out. But, like, they're just sweeping everything else under the rug.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? Like, that's so stupid.
They're just trying to have their fall guy in John Gruden.
I guess,
Yeah.
but everyone's like, hey, why did you start this stuff in the first place? And what happened there? Apparently they had the owners meeting recently, and like a couple of ex-Washington football team executive or people that worked for him showed up there and to tell everyone, like, you need to release your findings. Like, what have you found?
Yeah.
that can't be the only thing. There's a reason why they're talking about them in the first place.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
It's harder to peg a. I lost it. It's harder to peg a. Yeah. It's harder to peg a owner than it is a head coach, I guess, right?
Yeah. Should we do picks? Oh shit, we gotta say what pick of the week.
Oh yeah. Let's bring this back around. Holy cow, that was a couple of really heavy things there.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. In the meantime, we can talk about how bad the Panthers look for some reason.
Oh,
like,
you
what the
have
fuck?
got to be kidding.
They look awful.
No. Pick of the week.
Are we playing the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't think the Panthers are supposed to be good at all. Like they
But
got
they looked really good for the first few games.
Well, they had CMC back.
Yeah.
Right? They had Christian McCaffrey back, and he's an injury machine, so he goes down again, right on cue. And they're not good again. Yeah. First of all, they had CMC. Sam Darnold is still their quarterback. I mean,
but Darnold looked good. Ah,
he did, but he had CMC.
I know. Yeah, okay. I think I got my pick.
The Vikings beat them. Okay, that's all I want to say. Like they took them to overtime, and instead of the Vikings losing like they normally do in tight situations, they beat them. So there you go.
So who you picking, Jesse, as your say-what pick of the week?
My say-what pick of the week is
Is it the Vikings?
no, it's not.
Okay.
Is Atlanta to beat the Carolina Panthers?
What? How is that a say-what pick of the week?
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect to go on a Carolina rant right before I announced what my pick was. Because I picked that a long time ago.
All right.
Because Atlanta sucks.
Yeah, I guess, but
They're both okay.
So
No,
the
I can't.
Panthers-
I can't do it because I can't do that. I gotta pick something else. I didn't look up their records. I just know that the Falcons suck, and the Panthers were good, right?
well, aren't you gonna pick the Vikings to beat the Cowboys?
Did you know that according to Vegas, right? The and it's the Vikings are only like 1.5 point underdogs.
Oh,
So it's
I don't really know what that means because I don't know.
well,
betting.
it means that Vegas thinks that the Vikings are gonna lose by
Yeah.
1.5 points. Basically, they think that it's a safe bet that they'll lose by 1.5 points, which is nothing. It's basically like they think they're gonna tie or be. It's gonna be a close game, basically.
Okay.
Which I think it might be a close game, and I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
I mean, I guess, sure. I hope it is a Cowboys blowout. Like I hope the Cowboys blow out the Vikings. But for our friendship's sakes, yes, I hope it's a close game.
I don't know. Fuck it. I guess if you're gonna let me, I will pick the Vikings.
Yeah, dog. Why not?
Eat shit. All right, who do you got?
I'm gonna pick the Saints to beat the Bucks.
I mean, yeah, the Saints are pretty good though. Oh, this is a division rivalry. This will be a interesting game.
I think that's it's a fine say-what pick of the week.
Sure.
A fine pick of the week.
Why not?
All right.
Tis a fine pick of the week.
Picks,
Huh?
bro.
All right, let's do it. Green Bay versus Arizona. Now, let me preface this. This is Thursday Night Football, and let me also say that Aaron Rodgers This is a stat I saw today. You probably saw it too. Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Adams is currently, I think, 6-0
Without
him.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But
There's
he
supposed to
also doesn't have Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard also is not going to be playing and Alan Lazard was a big piece of why, was a big factor in some of those games when Adams was in there.
But he does get Marquez Valdez-Scantling back.
Who's their deep threat? Yep. What do you think?
I think I'm going to pick Arizona. There are just too many weapons, and the Packers' defense is not good enough.
Yeah, I also pick Arizona. That stat alone almost makes me want to pick Green Bay as my single pick of the week, but I'm not picking Green Bay. Carolina versus Atlanta.
I'm gonna think. I think this is a bounce back game for Carolina.
All right. Well, I had Atlanta as my favorite pick of the week, but you yelled at me, so I'm still gonna stick with Atlanta.
I did not yell at you. For
yelled.
The record.
I cried.
Well, yeah. That's
Whole
just
thing.
That's just standard you.
Well, I was crying. Yeah, I was crying about something else anyway. All right, Tennessee versus Indianapolis.
Tennessee.
Yep. Tennessee's looked pretty weak, but I think they're also coming back.
Yeah, they're turning it on a little bit.
Yeah. But that's kind of the way it is, because Derrick Henry will. It almost frightens me a little bit that Derrick Henry has looked so good at the beginning of the season, because normally he looks okay at the beginning of the season and then just kills everybody at the end of the season.
Yep.
So we'll see. Miami versus Buffalo. I feel like this is
Buffalo.
a no-brainer. Yes. That's our lock of the week. Lock it up, folks. Quack. Put in the key. Throw it.
Watch this be the week that the Dolphins just turn it fucking on.
Well, the Dolphins from last year would have had an okay shot.
Yeah, they're just not very good this year.
Yeah. Cincinnati versus the Jets.
I think we know the answer here. It's Cincinnati.
The Jets. Oh, yeah. By the way, we didn't even mention that Zach Wilson went down with an injury, and the Jets had to go out and trade for Joe Flacco.
Oh, yeah.
They should have traded for Drew Lock.
Yeah, he's better than he'd be a better solution right now than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, would he?
I
even after I said it, I didn't even.
Go after Nick Foles or Andy Dalton. Jesus.
Yeah, Nick Foles would have been probably the ideal, right? They could trade away their third string quarterback.
Or C.J. Beathard.
Oh yeah, of course. Or you could have pulled Nate Stanley off the Vikings practice squad.
Yeah.
If you wanted.
All right. What's next?
Pittsburgh versus Cleveland.
It depends. I'm going to pick Pittsburgh. Cleveland has a lot of injuries right now.
Yeah, including Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah, I have no idea if he's playing in this game.
Yeah,
apparently
I'm not sure if
Chubb
he's
will be back.
Who? Chubb. Oh, yeah, because they had Chubb out. They had Hunt out
They
for a
had,
little bit.
2 offensive linemen out.
Yeah, and then Baker's went down. They're kind of in a hurt wagon. They should probably be fine for playoff times. So I think Cleveland's gonna be a contender in the end. But I also picked Pittsburgh. Philadelphia versus Detroit.
Oh boy, I think I want to pick Detroit here because I hate Philly. Hurts sucks, man.
Yeah, but Detroit is pretty
They
bad.
also
This is actually a good pick for stable pick of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Detroit.
And I'd give it to you too because freaking Detroit is winless.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that's Dan Campbell, or do you think it's just like the team that they have around?
I don't think they have a good team, quarterback on down. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they have talent anywhere in that team.
The only reason they were winning games was because of Matt Stafford.
Right. And like this is what happens when you take a superstar player off of your only superstar player off of your team. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just not very good. It's fine. Vikings had problems with them, but the Rams versus the Texans.
Rams.
This is our lock of the week.
Gonna be a lot of blowout games this week.
I'm hoping so because I put some money down on some of these games. San Francisco versus Chicago.
Ooh,
Khalil Mack list, remember?
I know. You know what? The fucking Bears.
Oh man, he's just pulling out say what picks the week left or right is what he's doing. I picked the Niners.
I'm all about this Khalil Herbert kid right now.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. Mike, regular Michael, he just had a good point. Detroit has been in most of their games. It's true. They've been in most of their games. They just they can't close them out. Yeah, that's what he said, and he's right. Dan Campbell cried on camera about it. It was this whole thing.
Scott also said Ingram was dealt back in NOLA. We already talked about that, Scott. So
Come on, Scott.
Suck a butt, bro.
Oh no, he went there. New England versus the Chargers. Keeping it real on the back. Nick, you always keeps it real,
The Chargers, dog.
Yeah, dude, I have the same thing. Jacksonville versus Seattle.
Jacksonville.
Really? Tell you what,
Yeah.
people are weak.
It's a Russell Wilson-less
Yeah, but
Seahawks.
they've been doing all
suck.
right. No, they haven't. What are you talking about? They're not great.
I think they suck without Wilson.
They've been in almost every great game that they've been in.
I'm going Jacksonville here.
All right, that's fine. I'm going to go Seattle because I think that this is the time that they do get that win. So Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. You had New Orleans as your say what pick of the week. I'm picking Tampa Bay. You know what's weird about this pick is that you've picked 3 games that I think were more fitting for a say what pick of the week.
Yeah.
Then
Just wait till I'm right on all of them, and you're gonna be like, Nick, what are you? And I'm just gonna be like, I'm fucking Nick, man.
no, I'm not. I'm gonna be like, please pick my games for my gambling app next time.
Yeah, okay. But then
I'll
you'll
just-
lose all your money, and then you'll blame me.
I won't tell you I'm gonna do it, and then for the next podcast after that, I'll just be real fucking pissy at you the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what's wrong, dude? It's like, fuck you, dude. You know what's wrong. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, the Niners are gonna win because Scott is pissing on his own team.
Is what?
He's pissing on them in the chat.
Oh. Is he really? I missed it.
Washington versus Denver. This is a real barn burner.
Yeah. Denver, I guess. They're supposed to get Jerry Jeudy back. Both teams are really garbage, but I'm going to go based on quarterback. Heineke sucks, and Bridgewater is not as bad.
Hey, these are both former Vikings quarterbacks here.
Yeah,
That's fun.
The Vikings Reject Bowl.
Yeah, but it's so weird to think that 2 ex-Vikings quarterbacks are current starters in the NFL. Like, that shouldn't be a thing because we haven't had a starting quarterback for a long time. Dallas versus Minnesota. I'll just put you down for Minnesota, and we'll call it at that.
Dallas, baby.
Oh, yeah. And Minnesota was my favorite pick of the week because you yelled at me. The Giants versus Kansas City. Is this Kansas City's comeback game?
Yeah, it's the fucking Giants. What a garbage Monday Night Football game.
Yeah. Well, it would have been better if their entire team wasn't completely injured.
Yeah. Would it?
No. No. Now I think about it, no, it wouldn't be a good game at all. It's still going to be a blowout, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, on buys is Baltimore and Las Vegas.
Oh
it.
shit!
Yep. The trade deadline is November 2nd at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. So next Tuesday is the trade deadline. So there's a chance that we might see. We've already seen a couple of things happening. So we might see some movement around here. I had this whole thing about like freaking people and who's on the NFL trade block big board, but we don't need to get into it. It's fine. I think we'll be just fine with what we got right now. Maybe if we didn't talk about having lunch on Friday for about 15 minutes at the beginning of the show.
Well, we can talk about next week. We can talk about who was traded and then who was on the chopping block.
Oh, content. Talking about content, motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm talking about content.
Shit.
I'm talking about content, and you're not able to provide it. Content. Oh, my favorite scene in Ted Lasso season 1, that practice moment. Oh, so good. Yeah. That's all I got, bro.
All right, I'm playing the outro. Boom.
Okay. Hey, listen to us anywhere podcasts are available.
Yeah, or you can watch us live every time we do this on the Twitch and all our other episodes, and this one, obviously, on the YouTubes.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter at ProFBJuice, hashtag Juice.
Nation.
Pro Football Juice on Facebook.
Yep, or you could email us any questions you have, or hit us up on the socials, profootballjuice@gmail.com. We will answer anything you want us to answer online, even if it's incredibly personal.
Yeah, we offer adult escort services, but look for our different webpage, beardedbros.com.
Yeah, that comes off a little bit stronger when you're not wearing a shirt.
Yeah. Oh God, it sure does. Whoa. Yeah. Thanks to Arcadian Brewing.
Thanks to Smoking Room Films.
Also, I wanted to throw out a thanks to our regular viewers in Mike and Scott, and occasionally Jumpstep.
Jumpstep, yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks to Menemily and hashtag Brit.
Yeah, right. That's all I got, bro.
All right, dog. Peace.
Deuces.
Thanks, everyone.
I missed the tiny quips of me saying something about something stupid, like farts or whatever. I have blasted like 3 farts into this chair since this whole podcast has been going.